30-second blurb very quickly before I head off to an event. Last night we poured a bunch of Australian wines at the Auscham Cheese and Wine. And for me, I enjoy doing these events because I get a chance to get another snapshot of how the vintage wines are performing. And hands down, there were two last night that were just way above my expectations. The one to talk about first is the Hewitson 2009 Shiraz Viognier. It's Dean Hewitson's private cellar stuff. It's 97 points from Wine Advocate. And up to now, you could see that the wine was good, it was incredibly well crafted, etc. But it hadn't started to mature yet. And now I'm starting to see exactly what this wine's going to look like at cruising altitude. And it's fantastic. I'd say at the $90 a magnum that we have it currently, it's probably the best value buy out of the Australian vintage gear right now. I'm really delighted with it. Big question is, how long does it keep cruising at this level of really good maturation? To be super conservative, 5 or 8 years, but I'm sure it's a whole lot longer. Then the second wine, and probably my wine of the night, was the Rusden Black Guts Shiraz. It was the 2005. Now this wine, for rightly or wrongly, got 97 points from Wine Advocate back in the day, and of course there's 1,000 negative followers of the original Robert Parker school of thought when it comes to Barossa Shiraz. This wine always was big. It wasn't the biggest, but it always had masses of fruit. There was a fair bit of alcohol. I think it's 15. I can't remember now, straight away from last night, but it was a lot. And again, it was one of those wines that respect, absolutely, but it was something that I always felt I couldn't drink a huge amount of. But having seen this last, maybe about 8 months ago, the evolution, just in that relatively short period of time in good cellaring, is profound. And the wine has now all grown up, and it's ready to party. And I'd say that of all the Black Guts that I've tasted, maybe 8 or 9 year vintage range in the last decade, 2005 is the one to drink right now. And also, there's no doubt in my mind, there's a minimum of 5 years and more to run on the wine. People who often used to say you can't drink a lot of it, it's super rich, etc., that has now all come into sync, and it's poised and elevated and really, really probably my number one go-to wine in that bracket. And it's just under $70 a bottle, very hard to beat. So that's a quick rush from today. Cheers.